the microphone on track. I have an idea. Record the mic on track 5 and track 2. Record the sound on track 2 and track 4. So I've got a backup. Yeah. Okay. Last time, the world. In the show, the world works perfectly as a grand finale for all of the storytelling that's take place. Thank God. It serves as the pinnacle, the biggest obstacle the teams face, and one that seemingly. Anyway, I'll shut this guy up. He makes some great points. He does make some great points. But no sound is also a sound. Yes. Anyway, so you're telling me everything I've covered so far, absolutely no sound behind that. That's really great. W stream. Let me go ahead and find video I really wanted to. Oh my God, this guy's got it, man. He's posted everything. Part 3, part 4, part 5, part 3, part 3. I'm not gonna talk about the world again. Don't get me wrong. Shut the hell up, man. I'm not gonna talk about the world again because that's a waste. I'm just gonna show some of these sounds because I think they're fantastic. Part 3, bro, take me to the playlist. No, that's my fault, but come on. Right, the world. I think this is the same exact video I just played. Come on, bro, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You hear that? You're dead. That's too quick, too sudden. It's not like a shiny noise. It's not trying to tell you there's something going down. It's done already. That's kind of the point. You're just finished. There's no way. Yeah, great sound, man. I'm buzzing just hearing it. Subscribe to him. Yeah, this Governor T guy, I think he makes some good points. Makes some great points. I might have to check this guy's shit. I might sub to this bizarre sound design. I really should be, man. I used to love watching these videos back in the day. Come on, this guy. Listen to that. Listen to this punch. You tell me, does that sound safe? Does that sound like he really... I know he put his arms up, but does it sound like he really blocked that? Listen. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think his arms are finished, you know. That didn't sound good to me. But yeah, this stand has some of the best sound design in the series. Like I said, I put it double S rank. Whether or not it's top spot, that is not what I'm saying. I think far from finished, but I mean, clear consensus on that. First stream, everything happens on the first stream. But you move as you fixed it now. Thank you very much. You know, you've been quite what's the word? Emotionally supportive. Really touching words, you know. I appreciate that. Nah, hey, look, I don't know if you don't tell me. So thanks. But yeah, I think that's the first S tier we have. But let's move ahead to some of the other ones. And I think I'm gonna pull directly from some of my videos because as much as that first example with the world was cool, I think it's kind of just, there's a reason why I didn't add all that to my video, right? All those sounds together, they're just a bit of a mess, but I'll go for a bit more of a structured view. Yeah, definitely the most recognizable, John. That's a fact. I'd say it's one of the stands that's like the face of them all, probably next to Star Platinum, you know, the first one. The world was just too cool, man. Too cool. Absolutely rate that. But yeah, I want to move on to the next stand. I'm gonna look at these in the order of like how we covered them in the video. If I'm not mistaken, the stand I talked about right after this was Sticky Fingers. Did I talk about Sticky Fingers next? I'm gonna check. I don't want to be wrong here. I was lying, guys. I'm wrong. I'm a fake. It's Moody Blues. It's Moody Blues. Let's see what T said about Moody Blues, because I think I put it quite well here. Ability to arc. And it's been a minute since I've seen these. I mean, if you've seen them all already, you know, it was pretty good the first time. It won't. We're talking about Moody Blues. Go on. Can I see the go? See if you did it justice. This stand has the ability to replay any event, acting as the pinnacle of truth in all situations. As a result of that, the stand's visual and sound design takes on a very powerful direction. Moody Blues! Even though you know, you see that scene I just showed you now, yeah? I've had that on my phone since 2018. That was like when I first started watching this shit. I made like one of those meme pages on Instagram. I was thinking, well, what other crack can I have it? A media page. This is while my YouTube was a bit docile, since, as you know, I've been making these videos for like what, 15, 16 years on and off. So this time I'm dropping memes. And I saw this and I thought, nah, that's too funny. It was like the second thing I posted, and then I thought I gotta keep going. So it's really funny to use it again years later. What, 10? Damn. No, 10 years. Am I stupid? 8 years later. Yeah, it's crazy to kind of revisit that. Moody Blues is the GOAT, bro. Simple as that. It's not the most offensive stand. I was thinking for one of these, like the stand could have been optimized, underrated, you know, that sort of sub series I got going on at the minute. I thought about Moody Blues because someone talking about it, and I thought, well, what could this guy do, really? It's a single source of truth, but how much more powerful could that be? Either way, let me not interrupt. Even though the stand looks sleek and futuristic, its soul is pure retro media. You'll hear the distinct high frequency whirring and screeching as the stand seems to scrub through time itself. Hey, listen to this guy, man. In fact, it sounds exactly like a VCR or cassette tape being scrubbed. When Moody Blues hits the exact moment in time it's looking for, there's a distinct click that almost sounds like a mechanical switch being hit, sounding exactly like the play button being pressed. And that sounds just like a VCR. I like the aesthetic that they went with. It doesn't really sound too terrifying. I think when I didn't know what it did, I thought, damn, that could be anything. That might be related to phones. Technology. In a way, it kind of is just a big replay device, like the world's most accurate replay device. I do wonder, can he replay, if his stand is humanoid, does that mean he can only replay human actions? Because I think that's the only things we really see him do. But what if he could, I don't know, replay a wild dog, and can he control those replays? Or did they just do what they do? He was able to fly a plane with it, so I mean, something's got to be possible. A time bomb would have been sick, man. A time bomb would have been like, I mean, it would have been a bit like Killer Queen, post Arrow, but I think it would have been a sick idea. I always hoped he had a bit more going for him. Maybe, you know, his punches stick you in a time loop of your last few actions or something, but you can't wish a stand is something it's not really. That's how it was written, I guess. Which is why I thought about this the other day. Why did they leave him alone on Sardinia? It didn't even make sense. Let me see if I got a clip of that. I should do. I've talked about everything at this point. Let's go right over to the GOAT's channel real quick. The hell is all this? Okay. Pure. No. This is Moody Blues. I want the King Crimson video. Yes. Get that muted. Get that muted. We don't want to hear that. I believe it's out here. Yeah, it's over here, bro. Why did they leave him alone? What? God must be talking. I'm gonna keep it muted. Show me T. Show me the big moment. What am I even talking about? Where's my clip? Is it the end? No. No. I want to put it sooner. That's stupid. It's got to be here. I'm just not looking. They fight. They talk. The Tokyo, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Maybe rewind. Maybe rewind only. Oh, thank you. Rewind one person or save their. I think that would be cool. I like the save their attack. I like that, and he can kind of use it against them because if he can like take over. I can't seem to find this clip. It's kind of get me mad. I'm just oh. Hold on. Go delicate. Couple seconds. Oh, okay. The plot thickens. Let me just go ahead from here. Give him sound. See what he has to say. Give him sound. In Sardinia, when a Bakio was struck by King Crimson, Pico me. The scene is very violent. The frame rate goes into freefall as we try to notice every detail. Oh, come on, that's terrible way to die. Do you see the way his body? He had to like get his fist out. This is a stand. He could have just what's the word? Where you like withdraw your stand, I think. He could have just did that, but he chose to yank it out, make sure, probably twisted his knuckles up a bit on the way. Really make sure this guy's dead. But like, I always thought with this scene here, it looks like the most painful thing I've ever seen. Why did they leave him on his own? You know? Huh? Just realize he used that's a W comment, man. Invincibles. Great show. What? I know. Need to finish. What's it called? Need to finish. Is it season 4? Yeah. But I'm tired of seeing Mark just let flipping Michael from down the street beat him up, and he almost dies. Like, are you equivalent to Superman or not? I don't understand that show. But I digress. Yeah, they shouldn't have left this guy on his own. There was no reason to do that. He doesn't have any combat abilities. He just replays events. So it's a shame to see that. But equally, like I said, they could have written.
It's got quite a digital ghost vibe, almost like a haunted tape. It's precise, mechanical, and just a little bit eerie. And I think the sound design captures
scene
that.
Just now where he started whooping Luso's ass.
Mechanical and just a
I thought, oh, he's about to show us how strong this stand is, but then he gets bodied. He gets bodied so quick, like the most embarrassing. I mean, it could happen to anyone, but yeah, sorry. It's just a sorry stand. I love Abakio and everything. But that stand ain't doing nothing in no 1v1. 1v half. I don't even think he's got it. It's just not that strong. If it could do the whole, it remembers what you can do and sort of mimic it, or it can turn into your stand. I think that would have been a great, maybe that could have been his, would that be his Requiem? What did he want? I'm not going to think about that. It could have been a great way to kind of have his abilities work. I think they definitely missed an opportunity there, but like I said, you can't stress about the fiction for what it's not. That story doesn't exist.
A little bit eerie, and I think the sound design captures that feeling. This was sick.
Like when he pulled out Pericolo's, hey, chill. When he pulled out Pericolo's body in the title. I thought that was sick. So anyway, let me get back to business. Moody Blues. Gosh, I know I put it in a video for sound design and everything, and I do enjoy it. Sounds cool. Sounds like a bit of a retro phone. His design, let's see that. His design and sound design low-key pays for it. I do agree. It is the coolest looking stand. Not the coolest, like the coolest in the show, but it's a cool example of stand like visual design. With that in mind, I think this joint doesn't go further than a B tier, to be honest. Just because, yeah, it sounds cool, but the payload isn't there. It doesn't sound as dangerous as it is, or it doesn't sound as creepy as it is, because it's not creepy at all. Actually, it clears things up. That's literally the whole ability to clear things up. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can co-sign like an A rank or an S, but what do you guys think? I think B is fair.
Who's next?
What, the next stand? I'm gonna do it. As soon as we move on from Moody. Who is Horace? Bro, you don't know who Horace is? Really? We'll talk about it. We can even jump to Horace next. Because Horace is a W stand, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead that B tier. I mean, if I'm wrong, I can't be wrong. I can't really be wrong, can I? But yeah, Horace. Okay. Horace, let me show you. I'm gonna let the goat. But Governor, what is it called? Horace is like the stand of Pet Shop. It's like Dio's pet guardian. Towards the end of the series. What video was that? Yeah, I've done so many now. I've actually got to check. A lot of people didn't see this one, so it wasn't really yeah, it wasn't really my most widely broadcasted. I think some people did. Anyway, I'll show you Horace. If you're enjoying the video, this anyway, and other verses is animals. In particular, I love the way that even animals can have a stand. Notable ones that come to mind are Strength and the Rat. This idea adds a new layer to the battlefield. It removes the comfort of human reasoning we often try to find when our suffering is high. You can't negotiate with this rat. It will shoot you, turn you into a spam-like obelisk while you're still alive, and then continue to eat you. Honestly, I'm starting to think the entirety of Diamond is Unbreakable was actually in the horror genre. The stand we want to talk about today is the epitome of this very concept. Relentless, non-negotiable, and no frame of reference for why you're being attacked or how you can get it to stop. We're talking about the stand, Horace, and his owner, Pet Shop. Horace is the stand of Pet Shop, one of my favorite antagonists from Stardust Crusaders. What makes this arc even better is that our protagonist of choice is none other than Iggy. The worst in the series. A human thing. While we see animals show up a few times in the series, this is one of the only times, if not the only time, I think we ever see two of them fighting each other. It's a battle underscored by the tension of the narrative so far. Pet Shop, the perimeter guardian of Dio's mansion, attacks anything and everything that even attempts to identify the property. Our unfortunate protagonist Iggy is largely unperturbed by this. However, he finds himself compelled to save a young boy who wanders too close to the mansion, hoping to save his dogs. And so, one of the most brutal fights in Stardust Crusaders, and I think in JoJo's as a whole, begins. Pet Shop is no joke. This little falcon clearly loves battle. John says, nah, fuck Pet Shop. Pico Moose says, don't be Pet Shop. So, you guys gonna have just 1v1. The most impressive thing about this minor antagonist is that he does not play with his food. Every chance he gets is on sight, and he's aiming for the kill. Horace Grant's Pet Shop, powerful, cannot play with his food. Pet Shop is. Every chance he gets is on sight, and he's aiming for the kill. Horace Grant's Pet Shop, powerful cryokinesis.
Throughout the fight, Pet Shop utilizes high-speed ice missiles to force Iggy into a defensive retreat. However, Horace can also flash freeze water and surfaces to trap opponents and seal off escape routes.
Yo, that's the exact reason why I think even in this video I said that this fight makes me a bit uncomfortable to watch. I don't know if it's because it's a dog and for some reason it's harder seeing animals go through violence than even people. But I did not like seeing Iggy lose his leg.
And animals for the bird now.
No, I mean a bird. Yeah, but this a pet. Okay, Pet Shop is a bird. He's an eagle. He's a predator. He can go out there and survive. Iggy's just a little English bulldog. Like, come on, it's a pet. We can't hear you over the video though. Oh, I mean, I paused it. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. I think it's because I've got them on this. Oh, thanks. I've got them on the same track, and for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why the on OBS is maxed out. So let me fix that. But yeah, thanks Pico Move for pointing that out. That's critical. Wait, you can't hear me while the video's on screen, or you can't hear me when it's playing. But
making for a very versatile
I'm gonna
stand,
talk over him.
to White Album, minus the
You tell me how that sounds.
But enough about how the stand works.
I'll just keep talking while he's talking. There's enough about how the stand works. The audio landscape in this fight is crucial to establishing the tension and the predatory nature. All right, tell me who's louder. I literally said the same words as this guy. I'm not gonna stay in check because if I do, they're gonna just sit there and look at me. Yeah. And professionals don't do that. Professionals assume it's all fine, make it up as they go. So that's that sorted. But yeah, this fight, let's see, what was I talking about?
The rapid-fire ice projectiles create a distinct whistling noise and shattering sound.
Thanks for the heads up on that, guys.
And the speed of the ice.
Very helpful.
When Pet Shop freezes the tunnel walls, the audio shifts to a deep crackling and freezing texture. This signifies that the environment itself is becoming a solid, inescapable cage. It's rather ironic considering cages are a common home for pet birds. The contrast in vocal output from Iggy to Pet Shop highlights the differences in their perspectives. Iggy's internal monologue is busy, breathless, and desperate, while the bird makes almost no vocalizations, punctuating its position as the predator versus its prey. Silent, calculated, and persistent. It's an intense, beautiful fight that pushes our beloved.
Man, even the music that I was using on this was great. But yeah, bro, John, this is what you're talking about. This is the bit we don't like. This is why we don't like Pet Shop, right? But look at this. He was the GOAT in that scene. See, I had to clap. I had to give this guy a round of applause. That's how much I rate Iggy. Top dog, seriously. But yeah, that's Pet Shop. That's the stand. That's its sound design. Seafood, yo, see, this stream is too distracting, yo. Look, we can talk about games. Let me get through. Let me get through this list. Otherwise, I'm gonna be talking about this for 2 hours, and I don't think we want that. But
you've got a video on seafood now.
I do have a couple. I was doing a challenge. I was Piku, I'll let you know. I don't know if it's still on my channel or not, but one of the earlier videos I made last year, I was trying to beat Sifu without dying one time. Like, so I finished the game at the age of 20, like all the way. I made it to the museum. What's up, my? Hold on. I'm just nervous, guys. Yeah. I'm just nervous. Anyway, I got to the museum, and boy, I can't do it. What's her name? Is it Kimiko? I can't beat her. She always gets me at least to like age 25 or something crazy. That's my real voice. That's the real me. D-Max. That's the real me. This is an act. I'm just right now I'm speaking with my diaphragm extended for maximum bass.
Next.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
Stream manager. So let's place Pet Shop, people. Pet Shop. Do I have Pet Shop in there? Horace? Not even Pet Shop.
Yeah, at the bottom line.
There we go. All right, Horace. W stand, really cool. Yeah, karaoke. Is it karaoke? Am I tripping? I said Kimiko, I'm thinking of the boys.
Oh, do you want to ask when you said it? I thought, oh no, it's the same name.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the boys. Yeah, karaoke is a terror. Who knows? I might try Fighter. I've got the game loaded up right now. Horace, I think, really cool stand. I think even when I put it in the video, one, I wanted to talk about Iggy. I'm gonna be honest, and two, it was a nice elemental kind of sound, but it wasn't iconic. So I'm thinking that's a C tier. I don't think that flies too high. We're gonna start getting into some of these absolute terrors, but I do think Horace is probably about C tier level stand. So I'm gonna move on to is this the same order that I did them in? I'm gonna talk about Jumping Jack Flash. Let's not move that yet. Let's talk about Jumping Jack Flash. Jumping Jack Flash is I'm sure you've seen it in the video. I'll show a little bit of that clip soon. But putting it real simple, Jumping Jack Flash can it creates a zero gravity field. But that's not really like where the sound design element comes from. It's how the stand kind of uses that to its advantage with its whole wrist business. But again, I'm pretty sure the GOAT already talked about it. Just like everything on this list. I don't know why I keep saying that. But that's exactly how I designed this. Yeah, let's see what. Yeah, keep moving, T. Keep moving, T. Brilliant storytelling right here. I've got it on full screen. You can't even see. My bad, yo.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I did stream manager. You didn't see that. I'm busy running the show. I can't focus on stuff like that.
That fact, we can begin to grasp the
Your face was
gravity
distracting me.
of the situation.
Thanks. What here?
Everywhere.
Oh, yeah, I'm all over the room. Mysterious goat.
I know I've been saying this whole video, but once again, DP nails it.
This is the bit. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I want you guys to hear this clearly. I'm gonna turn it up, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna mute me. It's just gonna be you guys and you guys and the goat. Wait, I need to see that. Don't I? It would be a lot easier to get it up on my phone, but saving the screen. Anyway, let me
and DP nailed it.
死ぬのはあの女一人だけでいいと思ったんだがな。
Jumping Jack Flash. Jumping Jack Flash is a
that
stand
is legendary, man. Legendary stand
field around its victim. The stand then uses built-in centrifuges on the wrist to shoot.
Right, this is the one that this is one that started it all. This video. I made it on. I made this video in 2 days. I think I made it in 2 days because I blinked and obviously I was doing gaming and stuff. But I blinked and Steel Ball Run was coming out in like 5 days, and I thought, damn, I've had this idea about the sound design for like years, man, like six years, easy. But I didn't know how to do it back then. I couldn't put myself in this fish tank over it. Like, this is my actual room, as you can see. I didn't know how to put myself in these places and go underwater and see the world, visit Rapture, everything like that. I low-key, hold on, let me check some of these. Yeah, that first stream goes crazy. Absolutely. I hope you mean crazy like it's lit. Now we can see there is just like 20-second stream lag. Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, I guess that's something I'll have to figure out going forward. On OBS, it's not telling me anything about a delay. It's supposed to be all good, but yeah, I think there's naturally a bit of a lag between the messages they come in, messages I see them. Yeah, I'm rookie in it. So my favorite video you made, yo, appreciate that. This is probably still one of my favorites. I've done quite a few, but you know, you never forget how you started and what you were thinking before you did it. And this video, I think this was the first one that broke 1,000, at least out of like the new era, since I'd officially rebranded as Governor T. This is the first one, and man, I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, oh, I'm tripping. No way. I thought I'd get a few hundred, if you know, at best. But yeah, people loved this one, man. But yeah, I made it in about 2 days. I low key hate the jumping jack flash because they just abused CGI. You know, I agree. I tried to look past it. I know exactly what you mean. Like these scenes inside the if I can go back. When they're in the actual dome, like right here. After here. This all of this is straight CGI. That's not, but this is it just feels weird. I think it kind of has the same visual effect as like AI stuff. You can just tell when a computer did that over a person. It just looked too smooth. Like it's almost like the CGI stuff is at a different frame rate than the normal stuff. It reminds me of the sound of like a flying car in an old cartoon. Jumping Jack Flash. Jumping Jack Flash sounds like a car in an old cartoon.
I know I've been saying this whole video, but once again, DP nails it.
Yeah, maybe I'll try Twitch if Twitch is more speedy. Right.
Jumping
I added all
Jack
this
Flash.
stuff to it. But yeah, that's probably my favorite sound this room makes.
On the wrist to shoot projectiles at the victims, which are made especially dangerous by the fact that his wrists are not subject
Hey,
to
we got
gravity.
that like,
So
please say don't
like
let him catch you out.
if you will, void of friction.
4 likes, yeah, I'm chuffed.
Infinitely gain speed before being shot out. The subtle rustling of the bolts and screws inside, the bullet sound effects as the shot is
Hey,
taking
this
place.
shit sounds cool as
All
hell.
of these little factors combined tell us everything we need to know. Weight
means nothing.
For a concept that's so abstract, considering sound doesn't travel in space, I'd say they captured the feeling of what that would sound like.
I see 3,
so
bro.
Well.
Yeah, this is the CGI you're talking about. Heavy, way too heavy. But yeah, Jumping Jack Flash, I think it's a go-in stand. Easily one of my favorites. Inspirational, even.
Swear you say everyone's your favorite.
They are all of these. Literally every stand on this list is a stand that I thought, yo, that's sick. That just means the show's really good. Doesn't mean I'm just anything. I'm taking this joint. I'm giving it S personally. I really like it. I like the ability. I enjoyed the fight, and I think my favorite part really is the screws in the wrist. You know, and thinking about the physics behind it, it's just a perfect fit. Honestly, yeah. I'm seeing 3 likes now. Yeah, we're getting up there. Getting up there. Yeah, jumping jack. That's a where is that? That's an S rank. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move a bit quicker. Rapid fire. Sticky fingers. Let's see. Zip. Cool stand. Goated user. Goated profile. But it's just some zips. That's a. This is crazy. That's a C tier. That's a C tier. I'm not even gonna waste no time. That's nothing too crazy. Made in heaven. Accelerating time. Let's see. It was like a whirring clock. Beyond that though, just kind of like really quick wisps of noise. Like, is that even sound designed in some ways? So I'm gonna put Made in Heaven as a C tier as well. It's funny, these are all the stands I thought sounded the coolest, and I'm here giving them.
What do you guys want next?
The wrist spin sound like the Jetson. Oh yeah, okay, I see exactly what you're saying now. Jetsons car is a great example. All right, yeah. Okay, what stand would you guys consider next? What else stands out? Stands out. That's fun. Yeah, guys, drop your Enigma. Oh, Piku. Okay. Pico. That's a great one. Where does Enigma sit? Where does Enigma go, bro? I just remembered the way Enigma sounds. Okay, quick clip on the sound.
Yeah.
Just reminder for those who didn't see this video. I've got a video for everything. Look, this was the one that popped the hell off. A lot of people like this one. Let's go straight to Enigma. Wait, hold on. W intro, real quick. I need to start doing them like this again.
What's good, people? It's your boy Governor T, and we are back today. We're gonna
straight up in block spin. What, John? You think Enigma's a high A?
Of options available.
I think it's definitely up
from
there.
Part 4. Entry is not about him. I want to talk about the stand of Teranosuke known as Enigma. Jeez,
SS easy in my opinion.
Yo, Enigma, yo. Anyway, this stand is primarily focused on.
Yeah, I think Pico. I think I'm agreeing with you on that. I do kind of think sound design wise, this thing is legendary. Hold on, let me shut up. You gotta hear this. Why was he standing like that? Yo, I know. One of the things I always struggle to, people would just see the show. They ask me, yo, why are they standing like that? Why are they're fighting, right? Why are they standing like that? It's because you gotta swag out, bro. You can't just win. You gotta show them that you're dressed better. Yeah, let me let this one go. Stereo, so we don't call it that.
This effectively imprisons them and keeps them stuck
in
that fold until Teranosuke deems it fit for them to come out, or he can choose to eliminate them. Okay.
I'm gonna let him do this bit.
He can store a myriad of things, ranging anywhere from a taxi to
pause
something
on any
more complex
frame
like
of the
a
show,
fire.
and it's a valid question.
This is also the stand that birthed this iconic meme format.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna leave this bit as well because I think this stand is a bit of a package deal, really. I think the design is sick. The user looks sick. And he's a bit of a, he's a bit weird, which I think kind of makes the stand cool. That's like they gave him like he's a creep. What do you mean you need to see how I look when I'm scared? What's wrong with you? There's no way that's normal.
Enigma refers to a person, object, or situation that is mysterious, puzzling, or difficult. It originates from
Yeah,
the
I'm
Greek
pretty sure
word to
that was
speak
the
in
edit that
riddles,
got me
perfectly
8K
mirroring
in that video.
Taranovsky's stand. The
That
sound
one
design
edit.
is crafted to perfectly capture the nature of the unsettling and trippy stand that is Enigma. Koyama uses synthetic and texture.
Jeez, yo, look at that. Look at that. Yo, John, this is what you're talking about. Look at the frames. Yeah. What the hell? What is I think one of the things that's sick about the show is how the design of any character, as much as they have a visual look and aesthetic, all of it is subject to change. Like their features can shift entirely just to show a certain expression. Like it's why am I getting trophies? I'm not even playing anything.
Just that sick.
But yeah, like look, this guy's face doesn't have that many wrinkles on it, but to really show you kind of how creepy, how disgusting his whole setup really is, they just add all this extra detail. Facts. Damn it, that's yeah, facts. Hey, that's you tell that to the people that be saying, hey, why is it like that? I'm like, bro, didn't I tell you the name already? Looking like Dio. That's because Araki draws the same face, isn't it? That's what they say. Every character looks the same.
See?
You can't see Dio. Oh, well, tell him. Tell.
It's alright.
What's his name? Who said that? Tell Pico you're wrong, bro. That don't look like Dio. She said. The manager said that ain't looking like no Dio. But not facts. I mean, the clues in the name, really. But I just think it's legendary. This stand is super sick. The whole artistic feel of it is top notch. This whole MC Escher vibe.
The stand's ability taking effect sounds like a hydraulic piston slowly relieving pressure.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Josuke is cooked. You can hear it.
Stand that's not killing the victims directly, but rather changing their state of being. There's no crunch or any other high.
The manager
said that people are being hurt.
My bad.
If you exclude
Hey, it's all good. It's all good, Pico. It's all good.
If that doesn't hurt them, I'm sure.
Bro, you know, this clip's so funny. I don't know what I was thinking. We were playing and I said, yo, I bet I can run across.
This game looks jarring.
Oh, it's mad.
The environment is very unstable.
Absolutely mad. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This fits perfectly.
All these cutesy looking games, you start playing them way. It's like mad.
Where's this stand going now?
Yeah, this stand, easy peasy. I think it's exactly as we said, right, Pico? This is the SS tier. I'd be a damn lie if I tried to act like it was anything less. It's literally, from what I could tell, one of the most popular, coolest stands in the whole series. I remember when I made the video on it, I thought, nah, they're gonna. Didn't I actually in the video? I was like, oh, this is a human getting gassed. I said that, and they did. 8,000 of them, they did. So yeah, it's definitely a S tier. Let's just be very clear about that. But let's go ahead and move on. So that's Enigma.
Who else said super?
Is anybody else? Yeah, let's see. Anyone else drop some suggestions? Can't fight without style. Hey, silver content. Facts. I like that point. I'm gonna start saying that to people every time they ask me what's going on. It's like, bro, you don't know what swag is. You ain't never seen fashion before. Yo, you ain't never bought no Gucci, no designer, no Amiri. Like, go see them shows and then tell me what's going on here. We scroll back down. Yeah, that's for Enigma. Those aren't.
No, I don't think there's been any more stuff.
Okay, John. Let's talk about Cream. Let's talk about Cream. Cream, that's the penultimate stand. The last, just before Dio. The stand that controls space next to Dio's control of time. Light touch on the clips. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I need to manage that really. But yeah, this was good. I made this video specifically because of John's comment. Is that 2000 in the last? Oh yeah, that's because my. Let's see. I think we open up with Cream. Let's go ahead and check out the intro though. Another W intro.
What's good, people? It's your boy Governor T, and we are back.
Oh yeah, I've seen
video.
that.
Today we're gonna
the
go
Gucci
over
collab.
Examples of our favorite.
Yes, but I almost got the Butcherati Vans. You ever seen those? The hold on T. We'll get back to you. I almost got these back in 2018. And then I thought, what the hell am I gonna wear those? But they was kind of cool. But I can't. I love the show, you know, but come on, I can't seriously wear these. What am I gonna put on with that? I'd have to cosplay. Yeah, let's see those Rohan Gucci. Oh, I remember this. I remember these. Artwork right here. This is one of the sickest poses, and I think this is one of those poses that he took from an actual John Rod. Right, he was seeing so much John Rod stuff. So funny. I really want to know what that stand actually is, though. Like, what's going on? I know I saw something about how it's like beams of light, or whatever, but it's not really clear how John Rod is doing what John Rod does. But the John Rod's got universal potential. Look at this Rohan at the Louvre. The Louvre. Sick as that, bro. How much manga ends up in places like this? Doesn't really happen. Yeah, this is another one of the JoJo Gucci kind of some artwork collab. This is from 2011, bro. This show's been kind of in bed with the mainstream. Really getting up there. Anyway, back to no, let's close that. Back to Cream before I get distracted.
Paying particular attention
Any more
to
than
the
I already
sound
have.
design.
Bro, for real. I think the John Rod thing has brought a lot of life into the series as a whole. Like, I've literally, the John Rod stuff is more relevant right now than the fact that Steel Ball Run is out in like a month. People aren't even talking about it the same way this job, bro. It's crazy. It was I googled it earlier and I just saw so many articles talking about who is John Rod, what the most powerful stand. I just think, yeah, it's sick, man. I want to see what's going on, and if it's got anything to do with the main villain, then bro, it's gonna be a good one. Like the kind of all out
We have
really.
a stand that I keep seeing every Cream.
But yeah, his this is one John put us onto.
Cream is
Big shout out to
Vanilla Ice's
John.
stand, and to put it simply,
You can thank John
it's a
for this one,
spherical
guys.
maw of destruction.
Everyone say thank you, John. Say thank you, John, in the chat.
It eats every single thing that it touches.
Hey, hold on, let me go ahead and get it started.
I love this power archetype of an ability that can achieve interdimensional damage. It essentially negates all types of defense, and the only way to avoid it is to get out of the way.
Yeah, facts. The
Another way to
Torture
put
Dons
it is
2.0.
that
I've been
if
seeing
invincible
that.
stands like Marilyn Manson or Sheer Heart Attack are an immovable object, then that would make a stand like Cream an unstoppable force. And the force will win every time. The ability stems from Cream's mouth.
AT was making a great point right here.
A vast and separate dimension.
Yeah, you see my quick scoping right now, though. That's, you know, I know what we're here for, but I know we can all see that.
Vanilla Ice is consumed inside
I'm just doing the Lord's work.
A spherical bowl of pure rage.
John with the John with the metal jaw,
and hard to predict.
with the plates in his jaw.
Stand in terms of mechanics, but make no mistake.
Yo, we should watch some RDC skits, you know. Those are so funny.
Maybe top 50. There's a lot.
It's
The only
John
thing that holds Cream from being invincible is the fact that Vanilla Ice cannot.
Right,
while
Governor
breathing.
T, all that
The way that
talking.
the stand is
This
designed
is what this guy does. This is what you guys be
Focus on the
watching.
stand's aura for a minute. The way that
Show me the
stand is
clips.
designed goes a long way to communicate that lethality.
Yeah, he's
Cream's
spitting
body
facts.
looks like a mix of an oversized, hypermuscular ghoul and a grim reaper.
And another chop.
The most striking fashion choice
Fire.
is its dark hooded cowl that resembles a medieval executioner's.
Nah, I was in my bag, bro. I don't understand. This is one of those looking at your gameplay, it can't help it.
I don't think that's a mistake. It frames the face quite nicely in a way where you're
To be fair, I watched the videos back and I just look at the gameplay as well. Quite compelling.
probably the most cool intro.
But I want more
piece.
examples
Like,
of the
look at this
sound.
thing.
I'm here talking, trying to avoid. Oh,
期待は満たされるでしょう必ずや仕留めてご覧に入れます
It looks like it's made of the very same nothingness that is the basis of its power. And this is coupled nicely with the sound design. Cream's sound design primarily leverages that famous bass-boosted
we
reverb
go.
that we all know and love. This is especially highlighted when Cream turns back into his rolling void of doom. The audio drops into a crushing sub-bass distortion.
Bro, I was
It sounds like
crushing,
a massive
bro.
pressure or
You know, I was probably playing against like 10-year-olds. And I was proud of what I was doing. So
that the inside of this
going
creature's
crazy.
mouth is infinitely
then
larger than
rank it.
itself.
I'm gonna rank it. I just go to the sound design bit, so I'm letting some of the examples play out. Yeah, I love the way this one sounds. I think the bass boost
The
is
wet auditory
fire,
layer present during Cream's
and it sounds a
consumption
bit
of Vanilla
disgusting
Ice
too.
is designed to emphasize the gruesome.
I
visceral
really talked about
reality
this
of the
for
stand's
6
ability to
minutes.
erase
I'm gonna
matter.
say, love this. Last clip.
These sounds are heavily processed with high frequency hissing, which creates the sensation that you're not safe wherever you are.
Isn't that a fact? And down a quick scope. Nice point. But yeah, that's a straight fact. It didn't sound like the kind of stand you can really just get away from. I mean, it was terrifying, really. One of the best. One of the best. Yeah, one of the best. This is a it's a SS. This is a SS. What am I even thinking about? Cream is a SS for sure. Cream is like, the hand sounds cool. I think based on where Cream sits, we already know where the hand is kind of gonna go. But Cream was like the poster child of what it sounds like to eat through the dimension, or what it sounds like to reach another one. And I like the way, because it came from its mouth, it had this sort of wet sound to it. It sounded a bit sloppy. Yeah, I was just I think it makes for a really, really menacing stand. So that's a double S tier. Very easy, no complaints. Didn't even have to work too hard. Okay, I'm gonna pick the next one here. I'm saying Jailhouse Lock. Jailhouse Lock, I love it. I think it might be I think a S tier, just S, one S. Yeah, it's got a great it's got like, the way I kind of felt about Jailhouse Lock was, it sounds like it's messing with specifically your memory, like you're not supposed to remember. Let me go ahead and refer back to JoJo's Bizarre sound design over here, because I think yeah, I just want a couple sounds really to illustrate the point. I don't want to get bogged down by my analysis, as good as it is. Where the heck part 6 stands? Yo, Hermes Costello. Nope. I want to watch it. I want to see it. Jailhouse Lock, Jailhouse Lock, Jailhouse Lock. One of the last ones of Act 2. Last stand of Act 2, Jailhouse Lock. Here we go. Well, you didn't agree with Moody Blues in B rank. Hey, should have said something. You should. I told you. You can tell me I'm wrong. We just gotta fight. But you could have said something. All right. All of this counts as the sound design, by the way. Bro, what's that stupid stuff in the corner? Thumbnail. VidIQ, get out my business, man. Okay. I don't even want the thumbnail, but I'll just do that so it goes away. Is that sound that I like the most? And this. Nah, I think it's easy. It's gotta be, this has to be one of the worst stands to face. There's something about not being able to take in any new memories that I think I'd rather the stands that kind of just punch you out of this world and it's over. This one here, it doesn't even hurt you, it just drags out. It just leaves you all feeble. There is no wrong though. Unless the manager said, hey, facts. She said you should have spoke up. You should have stood up for Moody Blues. You saw John, the way John was riding for Cream. I couldn't stop that. But yeah, what stand is this? Jailhouse Dock. I said S tier. I think I just proved it. I'm not even gonna fuss about that one. Let's see. We are now down to the last. I believe this is the last. God, 24.
You do dive it down.
Dive it down. You want me to do dive it down? Okay, I just got a request
Please.
from the manager to do dive it down.
Top roll.
Here it is. Dive it down is my goat. It is my goat. Oh my god, I do like dive it down. What kind of sounds? It kind of makes those nautical, diving, gutsy
It's a
sounds,
horrible
right?
sound.
Right. It sounds like it's punching. If you got an earphone, you wanna let's check some of the sound design out. Here's the way we're gonna look at dive it down. If you can hear how painful it sounds, it gets an S tier. If we can't, it doesn't. But I'm pretty sure that's how this stand sticks in my memory. I think I covered that in the second sound design video. It sounds like a let me see that. It sounds like a headache in a good way. You know what I mean? If we're talking about Jailhouse Lock, completely agree. If we're talking about Diver Down, surprisingly, I completely agree. This stand just sounds like a bad stomach pain. Like it just doesn't sound nice. Like listen to this. And this isn't even like the punch. This is just awful way to this guy. Can't even watch, right?
It's not bad.
No, this one's hard to look at.
Quite comical as well. What? Isn't it a stabbing goosebump?
Yeah. He did it to his entire body. He coiled his entire body. This guy has one of the best stands in the whole show. Like the stands I would really like to have because I think they've got such sick abilities. This is one of them. I talked about how powerful this one really could be, but like the fact that he can just dive into anything and change it, I think is legendary. This was sick. W scene. I can't hear my stomach pain. It's a very it's something about it. It feels internal. What?
If you paused it.
Oh, if I paused it there, let's have a look at that scene.
Very superficial. Right there.
Oh, that looks insane, actually.
It's going on.
Yeah, that looks insane. JoJo, you got some explaining to do. Yeah, the diver down pose is cool. It's funny. God damn, that guy's getting tortured. Yeah, he really is. He really is getting tortured. He even got his thumb in his mouth. Yeah, it looks absolutely nuts, man. Funny. Legendary though, like he's got a punch that can kill anything. He wired a frog's brain into this guy's brain. Mad, isn't it? It's gotta be one of the best stands, but again, sound wise, what did I say? I said if it doesn't sound like a stomach.
No, if it doesn't sound like it hurts.
Yeah, I guess my point there is that it sounds like it's happening inside, like the damage happens inside you. The sound is coming from inside the victim. It's almost got a bit of a reverb to it, and I think that's what makes it sound a bit punchy. Dive it down. I'm gonna say, or rather, we're gonna say, what do you think? S rank, A rank? What do you think that earned?
I'll go S. It gave me goosebumps.
S. SS or S?
S.
Where is he? I've lost him again.
Um,
It was at bottom to the right. There it is. There it is. Right in the middle, more like. Okay, S rank. That's our third S tier. Justice. Justice was very windy. Cool stand, nothing too crazy. I'm saying B tier. It's weird. I've not done anything A tier yet. It's like I don't think anything's middle of the road. So I'm gonna tell you what is a good A tier example. Marilyn Manson. I think. I think that's an A. Divid. Dun dun dun. Dive it down. Dive it down. Which one did I just move? Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson, let's be honest, it's just ka-ching, ka-ching, and the stand user carries with her voice. I feel that a little bit with Jailhouse Lock. The voice actor does a lot of work here, but Marilyn Manson, one episode didn't even have a 2-part special. It didn't really have a chance to show its impact. Man in the Mirror. Wow, that is gonna be a it's shiny. It sounds shiny. It doesn't really Nah, Man in the Mirror. But what am I saying, bro? No. That's a double S. That's a double S. Let me tell you why.
yeah, we need to.
Let me tell you why. Now, I talk a lot in some of my videos about abilities being quite what's the word? Esoteric, right? They're not straightforward in how they work. They often engage with a concept or maybe a principle rather than just this is the ability. It's usually some of these abilities are like, well, the ability is this, but the consequences of being able to control that are this. In this case, this guy, he just lives in a mirror. His stand exists in a mirror. It's kind of like the Hanged Man, which on that note, I might as well place that, give us a comparative view. Hangman is a B tier. Loved it. The main strengths that it has is it's kind of showing the sound of like light transferring from one place to another, but Man in the Mirror has this kind of shimmer to it, this shine. I don't know how to describe it. Sounds shiny. Like it, yeah, it's hard to describe, but I think it does for an ability that is to pull things into a mirror and control the mirror world. I think it sounds exactly like what it does. Like I don't know what they could have done to kind of capture that better. I'm gonna pull a quick example. It was an earlier fight, wasn't it? So it should. Why isn't it coming up? Um, that's strange. Am I blind? There he is. I am. Straight up. You hearing this though? You go. Oh, it's you're good. Toner, if there is no mirror. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, didn't they? They basically just shout all over that idea because I swear in Stardust they were saying, well, he has to try like travel through light, but now this guy's dead in there, sucking people in too. I love this part here. It just makes the world sound dead. Even the way there's like an echo in his voice, you can tell he's alone. It wasn't clear when I was watching it that he's been pulled into the mirror world necessarily. I thought like, oh damn, the enemy took his friends straight away. This is a W plot twist, and then it's revealed, well, it's you who's actually being attacked. I know I'm talking a bit about how the stand itself works in practice, but I think it's got to be far and away double S tier. It nails the criteria for how it should sound. That's a cool version of Hanged Man. Yeah, it is, but it's a way more powerful stand, though. To be honest, like Hangman couldn't even compete with this. If we're being real, depending on circumstances, if Eluso's got a mirror, yeah, you're not beating him. But then he needs to know who because he can drag a stand. He can drag a stand too. So it's a case of can he keep up with a light speed stand or not. But I see what you're getting at. I think there are a few stands, a bit like Cream and the Hand. The Hand is just a worse version of Cream, if we're being real. But yeah, I realized this shimmer and shine is just banging off in my ear, but that makes the point really. But yeah, let's listen to the Hangman. Just to really see. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I think that's a great point from you, Pico. Maybe I'm giving Man in the Mirror some of the credit that the Hanged Man probably could be having. Or maybe not. Let's see. Hanged Man shows up about, yeah, I think like somewhere in Act 2. Or late Act 1. It was sick, man. The design is sick. Yeah, yo, Pico. What do you think? You think I have a point?
Yeah.
I think Pico, you got a point. I think I might have this all wrong, you know.
What did you put it?
I put Hangman as a B. Man, I put Hangman as a B tier. I said Hangman was B, and I said Man in the Mirror was S.
Oh.
I think I'm crazy to do that. I think Hangman is.
Ignore that.
No, Man in the Mirror still did what
Yeah.
it did. I'm not taking that away. Man in the Mirror still sounds more like the ability to control the mirror world. Hanged Man, once you know that it's light, it makes sense. Let's see this comment here. I also think Eluso was smarter in the way he used his stand compared to Jay Guile. Facts. Jay Guile had effectively his ability was light. It was a light that could manifest in reflections, not even mirrors. Man in the Mirror, I'm pretty sure he needs a mirror to do what he does. So he has to walk around with shards of glass. You know, he's got prep. Jay Gao literally could have done anything he wanted. Anything. He could travel through someone's eyes. You know, when they blink, he's going to move. He just wasn't really on it. And I think maybe it's a shame that his ability is just essentially a swordsman. But he should have just smoked Polnareff the first chance he got. I don't know why he was playing around with him. Why would you play around with a guy who's like, every time you try, he's low-key getting the hang of it. He's getting better. I think that's why he lost. You're right about that, John. Jay Guy was not thinking, bro. Simple as that. Maybe that's another one of those underrated stands. Especially if you think about how it travels at light speed. I think that's a big thing. Because as much as a lot of stands are quick in the show, they barely ever reach light speed status. So that really gives it an edge that's quite palpable. But yeah, I'm saying that's a firm S, double S, and a S. No mistakes there.
Do a quick fire round. 3 of them. Pick 3.
3 of them, yeah? 3 of them. Okay. Oof. Bad Company. S tier. Love it. Sounds like the military. Really. Ooh. Yeah, really. Double S. I'm throwing them out. That's an A. It's cool. It sounds like the military, but it's not really magical. What a term. But no, it doesn't have that like magical charm to it. King Crimson. That's a double S. That's a double S guaranteed. It sounds like it's ripping through time, literally. Again, one splash. One splash. Yeah, rapid fire round, one splash, or we move on. This is still part 3. Where is KC? No. Part 3, part 4, part 5. Part 5. King Crimson. Oh my god, that's how you know he's goated. He even had 2 parts. Nah, this isn't really where they is it? Yeah, it is actually. Let's go from here. Yeah, Bad Company didn't really have much going on. your movements in the future, the trajectory of your movements in the future. And no one remembers the movement. I really like this. The way they showed King Crimson in the anime cleared everything up straight away. Like there was no playing about it. It was just fine. And it's a killer stand. That's a double S, people. Double S. My point stands. I think that's gotta be a double S. It sounds like time being torn. There's just no way, no two ways about it. Okay, I've done two, right? You want me to do one more? The next one, I'm going to say, oh god, Cheap Trick. I'm gonna give that a. Is Made in Heaven in C tier? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Cheap Trick. I'm gonna say C tier. It's kind of just annoying. Maybe if you look at it like, oh well, T, that's its job. It's supposed to be annoying. Yeah, it's cool, but it's too annoying, bro. It's just annoying. That's not really the same thing. Yeah, the King Crimson sound effect it always finds its way. I was using it in edits before I even started making JoJo videos. I used the hell out of it and its theme tune. But yeah, what Cheap Trick, just an annoying voice. That's about it. I don't think it has a lot of merit beyond that. I even made a video covering it. And when I look back on it, I just think, cool stand, cool concept, but nothing really special, nothing unique. Okay, moving on. We have Killer Queen. I always see people use KC. Yeah, it's quite common. Yeah, I think I saw that. Absolutely. I need to figure out a better way to read chat so I don't have to keep. To be fair, it's only because it's PlayStation. Killer Queen. That is a S rank. It's just a bomb. It is just a bomb, but it sounds fantastic. It's one of the most fantastic explosions I've ever heard. So crisp, so clean. The click right before, banger. It's just a banger. There's no way. For this one specifically, I'm gonna refer back to myself. I'm gonna refer back to my own content because yeah, this guy made a great point. Back it up.
This Diavolo, let me know every single day. Maybe clicking a pen.
Oh, that's a good point. Hold on. This guy's making a good point.
Imagine a sound that you encounter every single day. Maybe clicking a pen.
Crazy, right?
Pressing a light switch.
The click's fire, John. The click's fire.
I've heard this type of sound 1,000 times before. Nothing remarkable ever follows. Now imagine that exact same sound, but it triggers the annihilation of everything you hold dear.
Straight up.
That is the promise of
That's my criticism.
Kira and the genius sound design choices that make him such a legendary antagonist.
Killer Queen just sounds fantastic in general.
Click, followed by a raging boom. It's a minor yet iconic element of Killer Queen's sound design, but David Production brought that and so much more to the table.
Yo, Luke, if you're still in the chat, that's the TT. Is it TTK? That's that's the gameplay I was talking about. I was playing that, man.
Profile which relates to their nature. Think Crazy Diamond's Shimmer, or maybe the world's bass boosted boom. They have a very distinct sound profile. Killer Queen takes his idea to another level. The sound acts as a high stakes auditory cue for the audience, carrying with it all the malice that Kira keeps concealed by his regular dude persona. When Killer Queen manifests, the soundscape is intentionally synthetic and industrial.
Yo, come on. That sounds insane, bro. That sounds insane. I was just thinking about the explosion and the click, but even when the stand's just present, it sounds like it sounds menacing as hell. It's top notch.
He's a man of clinical cold precision.
Let's see, I think those.
The sound doesn't the sound profile, particularly that term quiet life.
See, I'm making any great points here.
I say this because the explosions of Killer Queen are not designed.
Yeah,
to
here's where we talk about the explosions. Shuri is dead, bro. She's gone.
A bit more like
oh, we need to put that on charge.
Existence.
The
sound engineer.
Yeah, it's peak. That's got to be, like I said, that's got to be Killer Queen. That's an S rank. Might have to move him up. Yeah, I think that might be a double S. I think that might be a double S, John. It's definitely. I think I wasn't giving it credit the way I should. Go ahead and put that there. That's better for me. So yeah, Killer Queen is a double S rank. Let's see. Now we're back down to the. I've just done 2, I think. I don't know. I wasn't really in rapid fire mode. I'm just burning again. But let's keep moving. Aqua necklace, water stand, detail maybe. Sounds like water. The best thing about the stand is really the user and how creepy Angelo is. Beyond that, yeah, come on. You know, I might even leave it down here. I might even leave it down there. I forget. Some stands belong in D tier. Yeah, it's not that crazy. Bit of a throwaway. Setan, I'm saying Christ. Let me remind myself before I start talking about what Setan is. Wrong. The goat covered it. I believe it was. I think it was this one. The sun, highway star, the sun. Yeah, bro, it was Setan.
That said, Stardust Crusaders is littered with bangers.
But yeah, I just want to go over the way the stand's sound profile. Hold on, let's see what Cheap Trick is at. Aqua Necklace is better than Cheap Trick. That's right. Aqua Necklace down there, Cheap Trick down there. Cheap Trick ain't Cheap Trick is a cheap trick, bro. It really isn't all that. This though.
Setan is the stand of Alessi.
I think maybe I like this one just because he was a flipping creep. This guy was a creep. Like, he's just disgusting. Let's go ahead and try find some of the activation moments. Oh, legendary.
Same time, thus making for an easy.
What,
kill.
the baby Poner?
He still couldn't be.
I know he was going through it. JoJo, when JoJo saw him as a kid, come on. You've been seeing a lot of strange things and you can't believe that you might know this kid.
El Bozo, something like that, right?
Yeah, whatever he said. Yeah, this guy's a creep, bro. Like, when he turned Shorty into this. What the hell, bro?
So,
for fun.
Before I get too much into the consequences of the stand, let's make sure we cover the user projects their shadow onto you.
Yeah, we know how it works, but T, how does it sound, bro? Fire. That is fire, but that is less the stand. When do I play just the stand? Here we go. Here we go. That's fire. That's fire, bro. This is A tier right now. That sounds like that shouldn't touch you, you know? That's why I just, or even here, it just sounds like don't touch that thing.
This sonic direction from Yasamusa Koyama goes the
Yeah,
distance
go on,
and really
tell him, T.
driving home what it sounds like to be shrunken, and also just pushes that menacing presence that the stand has when it first emerges.
Yeah. Again, this is one of those stands the user makes up a lot of the intrigue, but like what? Damn, W frame though, W reference. I say, where was it? What were we just looking at? Setan. Yeah, Setan has to be an A because even if you don't like it, you don't like the user, I think there's something to be said about things that make you feel that much. Yeah, like, yeah, John Sekiro, that's a fact. It sounds like a ghost. It sounds like it doesn't sound real, and I think those are the stands I'm kind of drawn to, the ones that depict something that's almost out of this world. Like, yeah, it doesn't really sound like it's gonna take your age away, but it definitely sounds like you know, you don't want to be close whenever it goes down. Okay, Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is going to be a S tier. purely because of Polpo. Polpo, I think Polpo's the GOAT. I'm a big Polpo fan. Simple as that. And I do think the stand is really cool. I like the way it talks, the way it sounds as it moves through the shadows. Really, again, another one of those abilities. How do you even depict what that truly sounds like? But I think Black Sabbath nails it. Again, I covered it recently, just like everything. Keep moving, T. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Very,
Popo
very,
carries a little
very
bit.
close to my heart. Shout out to my boy Jaguar S2N. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah, I
you're a boy
remember
or
this
girl,
guy.
but either way, I'm just making
So
an
his channel got
assumption here.
deleted for a while.
What a recommendation
Yeah.
to talk about Black Sabbath.
その左腕
Listen to this Popo guy, bro. I'm gonna count Popo in this because he's sick.
あれはベッドじゃなく
Yeah, man, I love this stand. Woo!
Yo, see, he knows. Yeah. If I don't say it's an S tier, I'm lying.
Yo, you
I'm
don't know
clearly
what-
lying. Look how happy I
I've
was,
been
bro.
putting this one off for a while because I just wanted to make
Hold on, I ain't
sure
gonna play
took-
this. This one's gonna get me copyrighted. I remember this song. Song messed me up. Let's go ahead and this guy is just talking.
expose for Giorno's prodigal battle acumen. Black Sabbath is made as a
Yeah. Let me hear it, bro.
tree and the shadow of a passing bird.
Listen to this.
This movement is one thing. However, its true lethality lies in its soul manipulation. If Black Sabbath seizes your shadow, it seizes you. It physically constrains you by grabbing your
This
soul.
damn beat.
The attack conditions are triggered by seeing Popo's lighter being relit. This renders anybody nearby who happens to see the powerful light of the flame forfeit their shadow to endure Black Sabbath's trial. The stand's speed and abilities are enhanced when it lies within the shadows, making taking a fight after sunset a lost cause. You will absolutely lose. And on top of that, the stand will never stop its pursuit.
My gameplay
Once
was
you-
whack. But yeah, seriously, I think really the only example I saw is the movement. Let me get back to Popo.
Popo's own personality quite well.
Because I remember even in this video I talked about Popo a lot.
信頼を侮辱するとはその人物の名誉を傷つけるだけでなく人生や生活を抜き差しならない
His voice is too sick. Sounds like he's got two souls in there.
Popo is a pompous man who shows all the typical traits of a mafia don, exuding a sense of artificial sophistication. This grand sense of self spills into the stand, using prophetic language to frame what is simply an exercise in Popo manipulating others. It makes for such an interesting fight. Popo is truly one of the best characters. I think his dialogue is some of the best in the series.
だが侮辱するという行為に対しては命を懸ける
I believe that even
神
God
は許
forgives
して
me.
くれると思っている
Legendary.
Anyway, I'm not gonna
Legendary. Hey, legendary. This is a ST. This is one of my favorite stands. Sorry. This is the one of the few times I say that and I mean that. This is easily one of the best stands in the series. Popo, very inspirational character. As much as he is a bit of what's the phrase? A piece of shit. He does I like the vibe he carries. He kind of has a bit of a, even when you're wrong, don't let them disrespect you about it. You know, he's sick, man. He's sick. So yeah, Black Sabbath is a S tier. Yeah, easy peasy. White Album. Gachio the Goat. Oh, that's a S tier. That's a double S. That's a double S. I just thought about Jenny Weeps. I think Jenny Weeps takes it over the edge, really. Like it. Let's see. I'm still in the playlist. It's perfect. Just play a little bit.
曇るんですよ何この不圧は
Why is it not full screen, bro? It's showing all these stats.
顔をひっぺがさなきゃ脳みそまで冷やされる
What the hell's going on? It is full screen. What was YouTube doing? Yeah, TBZ Fusion. Hey, D-Max, that's funny, bro. TBZ Fusion.
今ので僕らはマイナス
Game's trying to get me mad, bro. Alright, get me to Jenny Weeps. Wait, no, here's the bit. That sounds sick. Right. This ability must take so much energy to use. Yeah, that's ice. I know I said the sort of elemental leaning ones are a bit less impressive, but really it's this right here. Show me. Am I skipping ahead too much, bro? There we go. Yeah, I did. I took the mic. This alone is S tier stuff. Here we go. Yeah, come on, bro. He's freezing things down to absolute zero in this scene, and it's ricocheting. He's freezing molecules of air into tiny shards of ice, and then the bullets ricocheting at such a speed that it sounds like, what is that? Like a pop in a microphone a little bit. Yeah, it's just legendary. I like the way they do that, and of course with these stands being named after music, the musicians, albums, so on, it's really fitting for a stand like that. I think that's flipping crazy. Some of these stands I sit and I wonder like, yo, how'd you even come up with that shit? On that note, how did you come up with that? Dead 13, double S. Let's get right into it. No games to be played. I'm gonna use my coverage here to really lay the point, but I've put Death 13 in S tier before I've even shown the footage. I'm confident about that. I'm confident about that. When did I talk about Death 13 though? I feel like it was a while ago. Let's go check it out. What is this? Yeah, just show me the latest. Death 13 was here? Yes, it was. It was in the same video as Enigma, wasn't it? That's why it was such a banger. Who do you prefer? Gently Weeps or Jay? Gently Weeps. Hold on. What was this, bro? Gently Weeps or GIFs? Jumping Jack. I was looking at that like, who the heck is GIF? Then I realized that's JJF. Yo, my bad, John. Yeah. Gently Weeps or Jumping Jack Flash his wrist. I like the I think it's Jumping Jack Flash. I like the how do I describe it? It sounds like what's the sound, bro? I'm trying to think. The Jetsons car example you made, like when it's about to start spinning up, I think it sounds amazing. That's probably my favorite part of the whole thing. And then when it shoots the bolts as well. Jenny Weep sounds sick. I think if we're talking what sounds more out of this world, what sounds more surreal, Jenny Weeps takes it. But if you're asking me what my personal favorite is out of the two, Jumpin' Jack Flash, man. When I was watching Stone Ocean the first time and I saw that fight, I thought, nah, this is going to be great, man. I know Netflix is kind of taking the mick with the way they're dropping it and everything, but it can't be denied that David Production is doing their thing. Even Stillball Run, I'm not worried about that, man. I'm not worried at all. Hopefully they don't kill the hype. But yeah, what stand was I on just now? Death 13. Yeah. John's distracting me. John's distracting me, asking me good questions. Like always. Yeah, Death 13.
It's a great storyteller.
This one's the
This
goat.
is a stand that gives Freddy Krueger a run for his money. We're talking about Death 13. This stand is literally the stuff of nightmares.
There you go.
Actually, so you have Death
They are right
13
here.
is not your average stand.
Doesn't
It
matter.
operates entirely
It
within the
Doesn't
dream.
matter. Doesn't
When a
matter.
target falls asleep, they're dragged into
Whoop.
a realm
Oh,
where the
yeah, yeah.
user, an
It's alright.
infant,
They can hear
essentially
it.
a
They
god.
will tell me. Any good?
You can't summon your stand here, and the most terrifying part is that any damage that you take while you're in the dream world, it's really inflicted on you when you wake up.
Hey, John, I know I think they're all gonna sound crazy. I want to hear what D4C sounds like.
As soon as you wake
I'm
up.
waiting for
The sound
D4C.
director crafted an audio profile that was designed to keep the viewer constantly on edge throughout.
But yeah, for this one, right? It's the Death 13's voice is the biggest instrument in its arsenal of horror. I'm sure I said exactly those words when I made the video, you know. By a long shot.
The use of ghostly hovering soundscapes and the unsettling audio of laughing plants creates a sense of claustrophobia,
What is this, bro?
reinforcing the uncanny valley
It's
effect
creepy.
that keeps the audience in a state of sustained.
Also, you know what else is creepy, guys? This gameplay. You know, keep an eye on that gameplay. I'm going
Every
crazy.
decision made by Death 13 is geared towards disturbing both the victim and the viewers. There is literally no
reason
need
to do
them
this.
to do this to the dog.
Another animal cruelty. See, this is the stuff that makes me uncomfortable with
Whenever the
this.
scythe makes contact, we hear sharp metallic
Devilish
screeching
deeds done
audio.
damn
These
coldly.
harsh, violent sound effects
Yeah, I
contrast
did.
with
I'm glad they
serene
kept it as
environment,
D4C. I thought they would have
danger
called it
is
filthy,
undeniable. Death 13 is
filthy
really
jobs,
going out of its way here
filthy
to bring
jobs
the
for
nightmares to
naughty
life.
fellas or
There's
something
really no good
crazy.
reason to spit
Filthy
out
jobs for
words
filthy
about that.
fellas. I thought it was just gonna be anything. Like, look what they did to Sticky Fingers.
Ew.
This stand is the go. I'm telling you, it's so sick.
All of these
I
conditions
know.
combined with Death 13's murderous intent make for a harrowing experience, especially when you consider the fact that we all sleep. Everyone, even the strongest person in the world, has to sleep. If you stayed
W point TC. I'm not pausing there. You're not
in the
pausing on
same
my
hotel as
face. No,
Diavolo,
no, 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 no.
Part 5 would be over very quickly. As
Yes, W point. W point. I forgot the point now. I was stuck on my face. I was stuck on my face. But yeah, I think it's the fact that it gets you no matter what. That makes it peak. Like this guy, if he was patient enough, he could have won. But I couldn't close the deal on Kaku. And like, why are you in there playing games? Just smoking in the plane. But then I think, well, surely they would have noticed, hey, that baby is just chilling. No one died until the baby pulled up. For one of the games, it was filthy acts at a reasonable price. That's funny, bro. That's so funny. Reasonable price. That's like the Oxford English version of D4C.
much as the ambient soundscape of Death 13 goes a long way in
Last
bringing
point
the core
from
part of the
Governor T.
experience together, it's the stand's voice that etches itself into the whole.
Oh, I hadn't even got to the
Death
voice.
13's voice signature
Okay, listen to this. Did that scare you? You scared now?
In a creepy way, yeah.
Would you sleep the same after hearing that?
No.
If that happened in your dream, would you be scared?
Yeah.
Right. What do you think that deserves?
Go back to the others, please.
I think I gave it a double S.
You have it a double S.
I said double S, but look, I'm only human. I'm only human, you know. I thought Death 13 was crazy. I loved it when I watched it. I still love it now.
Yeah, it's your ranking, but I would have gone S or I, maybe.
What?
S or I.
You think S or A?
Mm.
All right. Well, look, this I'll give it an S. Video ain't. It's not all about me. You know what I'm saying? I've ranked all these, bro. That's why I made videos about them. I love them all, really. But I have to try and kind of distinguish them. Like Made in Heaven, I think is sick, but it's not. It just doesn't do enough to be sitting next to these guys up here. Okay, Sea Moon. Sea Moon. Let's see. It has that voice. Sea Moon kind of goes hard. Sea Moon goes A tier hard. Like it sounds dangerous, it sounds scary, but it doesn't really last very long. And I like the voice that the stand has as well. I think yeah, I think that's gotta be A tier level for sure. Moving on, Highway Star. Highway Star is a S tier. Does this tier list just reveal that I must just love this series? Because I keep giving these are the busiest sections. Look at that. And I'm supposed to be like, oh yeah, they have to fight for S tier. I'm about to throw this in double S. But I do love Highway Star's a S tier. No, I'm not even
S or double S?
double S. Double S. I'm gonna show you why. I'll show you why. It was this one.
All in all, it really
This
enhances the
creep.
threat.
Let's not even think about that. Highway Star, yeah. I like the way the stand sounds when it kind of comes together.
In the entire series, I'm talking about the one and only, the infamous Highway Star.
Do you hear that crunching?
The sound design of Highway
Yeah, it's fire. This thing, it takes your nutrients from your body. And I think the sound design behind it absolutely nails what that means. And on top of that, this was just one of the sickest fights in the whole series. I think they did Highway Star kind of dirty. The way, it doesn't feel like it comes up in the GOAT conversation, but this shit was legendary. Can you even fight this sound? I'm pretty sure it's durability because of the way it sucks your nutrients. It sort of like negates durability stats because it would just attack by touching your stand. It's marking the user. Oh, this bit was sick. Shout out to Josuke, bro. I've still not done a video about Josuke, and I will because he's so sick.
This successfully maintains an atmosphere of
You ready? You ready to see this? Oh no, this is when he puts that wall together. You gotta see this. This is gonna be my last reason why it's a S tier. Because he did this. I know Ting is crazy diamond, but come on. Facts. Yo, that's a fact actually. D-Max. Like if you think about it,
Our next stand comes from
all the sound design in this show is crazy. So naturally, yeah, the top spots are gonna be packed out. If I did a different show, I think it would be a different story. Or if I did just part 3, just part 4, different, because these are the ones I chose to make videos about first. I must have really believed in them. Okay, let's move with some haste here. Cheap Trick stays where it is. Harvest is cool, lovely stand. C tier, it's just a bunch of voices. Grateful Dead, also cool, but it's probably let's review. Hold on. I'm gonna go for the stand sound profiles on this one. Because I do remember really liking the Grateful Dead. If I'm being honest, I found myself quite impressed by the way it chooses to announce itself. Where is the Grateful Dead? We've got Beach Boy. Oh, it's right there. Legendary. 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 Ambient noise. Oh, very visceral as well. The effects, the ability. Come on. This has to be one of the best designed sound profiles in anime, man. I was about to give this a B. What? Oh, sorry. I thought you were what? I didn't see your face was. That's true. Come on, that sounds painful. I always looked at this and I thought, yo, that's got to hurt. That's got to hurt. He's just from your hand. Yeah, I feel it must feel like everything just tightens up, like you're a juice box just crushed, and then you just and you just gotta carry on like that for the rest of your life, or till the user dies. I think yeah, Grateful Dead has gotta be a high tier example. To think I was gonna put that over here, you know.
I.
You think that's an A?
Mm.
Yeah, I think so too. I think A is fair. Green grass of home, B tier. I'll say B tier simply because I think this stand has the ability to, it's like an automatic stand, and it has the ability to as you get closer to it, you lose size. It's like a play on the Achilles and the tortoise paradox. So as the distance between you and the turtle halves, your size halves. So your effective distance is the same. And that happens every time. So you're never really gonna reach the baby. And if I find the profile, I always thought the way that they bring the shrinking sound to life is brilliant. We'll decide right now what tier that sits in. I'm just acknowledging the physics behind the stand and why I think the sound pairs with it quite well. But again, just because something pairs nice, just because something, just 'cause something pairs well doesn't mean it's S tier. Some of these guys are giving them S tier just because the stand user had a sick voice. So versatile rating, but yeah, let's check this one out. Woo! Hey, off to a good start. I don't know what that's about. I know that's not the stand. That's just David Production. What rank do we give David Production? Yeah, even like this noise here. Like, look at that. It's very subtle. You can't see it, but they're making her smaller and smaller. And like the sound is kind of it sounds like she's been falling for ages, but that's how small she's getting. So it's more likely she's gonna shrink down to nothing than she is gonna actually hit the ground. I thought that was cool. But yeah, very basic though. It is kind of just the sound of wind at the same time.
I think it's that great.
You don't think it's that great?
Yeah.
You don't think he even deserves a B tier?
Nah, I'm being for real.
Damn,
D.
man. D tier?
Yeah.
Really? Even?
I want that. I wouldn't. If that same was behind me, I wouldn't run. I don't really look.
That's a good point. I'm gonna meet you halfway and I'll say C tier. Because I think it does sound like shrinking in quite an impressive way. Aerosmith. Aerosmith is a toy plane, machine guns. Very simple. Sounds good, does the job. B tier. Sounds like what it is. But doesn't really push the ball out too far, I don't think. All right, I'm coming to the end of this collection of mine.
You really are.
Oh gosh. Sky High, stay right there, boy. Stay right there. I ain't gonna lie. Rods aren't even real. That's it. That's what I'm gonna say. That when I found that out, whatever. It's not even a real phenomenon. I mean, a lot of these ideas aren't real, but yeah.
Before you move it, play it. Isn't this the last one?
The hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go ahead and look at the hand. Take one official last look. Maybe sometimes I feel like I think they belong somewhere. Then I play a clip back and I'm wrong. All right. I love the bass here. I do like that. Like, it sounds a bit like Cream, but it's more unique. It's not as wet. It's drier, and It's a got way more bass. It leans on the bass like crazy.
How do you like this one?
Let's not watch that. We're not playing that. We're not playing that. That will ruin the clip. The guy's an idiot. He's an idiot. I don't even like watching the rest of that fight. I always think, what the hell was he thinking about? Like he brought him closer to punch him. I'm not getting into that. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. You know how I feel about that, guys. You know how I feel about that. Yeah, the hand. Yeah, that was good, eh?
I'd go for I.
A tier. You think that's an A tier? Okay, so this seems to be the list how I've got it finalized. This is the only time for reflection. But I think I stand on what I said. So let's start off from D tier and see if that still holds true. Cheap Trick, I said that was a D tier because it's just annoying. Very true. I'm not gonna spend much time on this because, look, like I said, it's facts. It's annoying as hell. But let's get acquainted real quick. This stand appears on that Thursday, the 15th of July or whatever. So yeah, real quick. You tell me if this is anything but annoying. Besides this back peel. He's doing that stupid stuff again.
Oh, remember, it's like a whining child.
It's just, yeah, it's like a kid.
Yeah.
Nah. It just keeps on asking that. It's so funny. Nah. This was a cool episode, though. I'll give it that. I don't know what they're about to play. It was a cool episode, but I think, yeah, that stands. Cheap Trick stands at D. Sky High really doesn't have much to say. I think that's a simple... that has to sit around D tier. Like, again, like I said, they're not really real, but I'll play it anyway. Is this Bohemian Rhapsody? No, this is Sky High. You go ahead and tell me. Maybe I'm being hasty. I do like the way they just sound like propellers going around. Yeah, Cheap Trick, I think they did what they could, John. That's a fact. Like, it is just supposed to be annoying, but I think for that reason it kind of has to stay in D. Best part. But I'm not scared of nothing, though.
Sounds like a bee.
Sounds like a cool bee, though.
Yeah, a dangerous bee.
Would you run if you had a fly that sounded like that?
Yeah. I don't like fighters. I don't like flying things.
I like this scene.
Yeah, that's something on.
Nah, his ability is crazy. Yeah, okay. I think that's a bit cooler than I thought. Damn, is anything D tier in the show? Yeah, Cheap Trick stays where it is. Sky High, I think maybe is a C tier, yeah. C tier, it's above Aqua Necklace and Harvest and stuff, but not better than Made in Heaven or Sticky Fingers. On that note, C tier, Horus. Yeah, Horus, I think, stays exactly where he is. It's ice. Yeah, cool. Sticky Fingers. Let's see. Sounds like a drone. Yeah, I think, is it not Cheap Trick? Where is it, man? Sky High. I thought that. I think that whirring noise we're hearing is like the propellers on the Skyfish or whatever. It does kind of fit what it's saying it's supposed to do. And then if we're talking about Sticky Fingers, I'm gonna play a little clip of Sticky Fingers to assess, but I think it's well placed where it is. The others I have no question about. I think they are definitely C tier. What is this? Favorite stands, part 5. Just have the playlist in the tab already. Sticky Fingers was so goated, he got 2 parts. Everything sounds good when you hear it. until you hear the word.
ボスの脱出ルートを先回りし
Now we'll go back to the world and we'll see. Because I think I have that as number 1 SS, right? But I think the S tier is gonna have to shake up a little bit. Yeah, come on, Bruno. Am I T? Bruno is not a C tier, man. I think Sticky Fingers is a. I know, but it's hard because I'm kind of thinking. Well, I think the stand is sick as well. Like,
Well, we're going off soon, so don't do that.
I know. Manager, you see, this is what she did. Let's go B tier, light touch B tier. Better than, not as cool as Aerosmith. I think Aerosmith is cooler. Even though it's just a plane, I do like it more. Everything else I don't argue with about B tier right here. A tier, Marilyn Manson. Does Marilyn Manson beat these guys? Hell no. Grateful Dead go right over here. C Moon, get yourself right over there. Move, Marilyn. Marilyn, you get back. I'm trying to play. The Hand, so Grateful Dead, C Moon, The Hand, Sethan, Marilyn Manson, then Bad Company. Yeah, I think the metallic punches on Sticky Fingers, that's kind of what made me change my mind. I was sleeping on them, and I like how he's technically got 2 sounds. He's got the metallic type, then like the a bit like Diver Down, like it's cutting into you. It's kind of sick. So A tier, that's settled. Anyone moving down, not, we'll see. S tier, Jumping Jack Flash, can't argue with that. Jailhouse Lock, can't argue with that. Diver Down, can't argue with that. Hanged Man, yeah. Yeah, can't argue with that.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Black Sabbath, Popo's Too Sick. No one's arguing with me on that. That's not up for debate. That one's staying exactly where it is. Staying. That's that. My channel, mine. That's mine. That's gonna be that's staying right there. Death 13 again. I love it, but upon reflection, the Grateful Dead, C Moon, and The Hand, but like it's got a cool voice, but that's not gonna cut it in this line of work. But it's definitely better than Sethan. So I think a S tier looks healthy.
Locked.
Okay. SS. The World. Does King Crimson not? Because Killer Queen sounded incredible as well. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move it around. I'm just gonna move around. I'm not gonna talk, and then we'll see if am I capping, am I bugging, or what?
Which was the one that gave me goosebumps?
The one that gave you goosebumps.
I feel like it was. Oh, I don't know.
Dive it down.
Was it?
It was the one you said. What were we talking about? It sounds like it's in you or whatever. It's
Oh yeah.
Dive it down. You think Dive it down? You think I'm doing Dive it down dirty in S tier? Because I do like
No,
it.
it's locked and loaded. Keep
Yeah, actually, no, it is S tier. That's quite high. That's fine. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. King Crimson is the first one. The World is next. I feel like King Crimson is almost like the world's child. Like the World is time stopped, gears punched, boom, the clock is broken. King Crimson is kind of like it's being ripped and then thrown away. Yeah, I think S tier. I think it's got the lead on that. The World, Enigma, again, Enigma's got a really artistic profile. Love it. Killer Queen does its explosions just on another level. I almost if I put the villains, it feels so cliche, but the villains always get so much love. Killer Queen's bombs are legendary, but I'm gonna keep Enigma in 3rd place just because I think it sounds so unique. Cream, again, Cream is fantastic. Cream walked so the Hand could run, and it sounds way cooler than the Hand. It's got a lot more going on with the stand itself and all the noises it makes, so I think that's fine. Man in the Mirror, is that better than Gently Weeps? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. No, it's not. Man in the Mirror has got to take that. And then Highway Star in last place. Highway Star is better than Man in the Mirror too. Yeah, Man in the Mirror has got to be the weakest of the S rank. Yeah, I think I'm. I think I'm content with that. So
Top
of
10?
this is yeah. So of all the stands I've ever talked about on this channel, sound design wise, that's where they sit. Now I'm gonna do a quick light touch bonus. I'm going to add in stands I've talked about, but stands that aren't in sound design series. I'm not gonna play the clips. I'm just going to tell you where I think they sit. Let's start off with one of the more recent. I guess I think popular stands. People seem to really like this one. Where is it? Metallica. Metallica barely makes a noise. If we're gonna count the iron extraction, yeah, it doesn't make too much of a noise, but the stand itself does sound cool. I'm gonna give it an S. I think it sits. Oh, it sits above. No, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Yeah, if it gets a sound design video, maybe I'll change my mind and I'll revisit this. Craftwork is another one we've talked about. Doesn't really have a standout sound profile. I'm giving that a straight C tier treatment. You're gonna have to tell me why I'm wrong, but honestly, I don't think I had anything overwhelming there. Huh?
D.
You think D? It's not as bad as Cheap Trick. Nothing's as bad as Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick is down there on its own because I'm telling
Put
you,
it before it, though.
I don't rate it. Nah, Craft.
Alright.
I. Nah, you might be right. You might be right. Craftwork. I tried to think of a Craftwork moment and I couldn't. I couldn't. If I can't even remember it. Okay, Crazy Diamond S tier. Simple as that. Double S tier. Double S tier. Put this guy somewhere here. Like, bro is really like that. He's got gunshots for punches. His healing sounds fantastic. Magician's Red could be good for a vid. I've not thought about Magician's Red. I think, as you might be able to tell from this tier list, I kind of downplay. Let's see, what's that? Made in Heaven too low. You think so? Aero Terrestrial.
Where should it go then?
Where do you think Made in Heaven should be? Because I think can we check Made in Heaven? Let's check Made in
We'll
Heaven.
be here forever.
I know, but
Go on,
it's
we'll
a
do it, we'll
counterpoint.
do it.
Hey, that's what this stream's
We'll do it.
about. So let's go ahead and check out Made in Heaven. I want to use. Let's go ahead and use one of my videos for the example because I think I just talk about it a little bit more. Your channel, Made in Heaven. Made in Heaven. We talked about that in the very first sound design video, right? That was like Pioneer. Yeah, I think it was because I talked about Sea Moon in part 2. So let me go ahead and find that. Done quite a few now. Damn. Here we are. Made in Heaven. Was Made in Heaven the last stand?
Next, we look at Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers, the
stand of
GOAT.
The GOAT Joe
The GOAT.
from Sticky Fingers.
I'd
I
say
wanna
that
talk
about
about
everyone.
The last stand and possibly.
I'm gonna let
my
this one play.
favorite
This was
on the
funny
list.
as hell.
This last stand sound profile.
But yeah, let's see.
isn't
Aero
amazing,
Terrestrial.
but
This
I
one's
think
for you. We're
it's
gonna see
one of
if
the
I'm
strongest
bugging
examples
or
of
what.
the
And we
very
wanna know where
idea
you
of what
put
we're
it.
talking about
Yeah,
today.
and I want to know where
Having
would you
sound
put it.
design
But let's
complement the themes of the
let
scene
this
so
guy
well and
summarize.
elevate the experience.
This was so funny. Top of the energy, y'all. It's that bag walk through. Bad bitches walk through. Spend your last on me like who you came to talk to.
Enrico Pucci is the main antagonist of Stone Ocean.
That song is
High-ranking
so
Catholic
sick.
priest at Green Dolphin State Prison. He's a man of terrifying conviction,
Hate it.
especially due to the fact that he believes
Hate it.
he's saving the world.
Let's see. No, if we're about to hear Made in Heaven, I'm just introducing it at this point in the video. But yeah, I like what you're saying.
By the end of the third act, he comes into the possession of a
Mm.
stand which has
Oh.
the ability to accelerate time. A stand in which he names
Yeah, I like this. Love this. Shout out to Poochie.
Made in Heaven has such an amazing cosmic sound profile. From literally the moment the stand is introduced, this is made apparent to us.
I sound so tired in this video. This bit is sick. This bit is worth A tier alone.
Within the score that Made in Heaven has,
Am I
there's
crazy or
faint ticking
something? Why
noise
is
that we hear throughout the
tier?
background. And as Pucci accelerates time, we can hear that BPM start to increase rapidly. I think that this choice creates a strong sense of
I think I said
anxiety
C tier
within
because
the
it,
listener.
it's a
It feels
lot
less
of
like
the
a
same
and
sound
more like
once
a
you hear the
physical
speed
pressure
up.
being
Like the
created.
intro is good. This is also cool.
It's by no means the most powerful example on the list, but if we're talking about maintaining a sense of dread,
As he
then
said,
Made in
he's
Heaven
making a
is
great
the
point.
lead by a long shot. Anyway, it's been your boy Governor T as always.
Yeah, Governor T, mate. Brilliant video. Brilliant video. Yeah, okay. So Made in Heaven. Yeah, Aero Terrestrial, good point. Maybe a bit too low. 80, 80, 80, 80. I'm feeling it might be the best B tier.
That sounds like a reasonable.
I think best
in the
B
middle.
tier is where I see Made in Heaven. Because I love the intro. I love the way it kind of time wears up. But my problem with it is they only do that in the introduction. And then after that, it's just like quick. It just sounds quick. It doesn't sound like it sounded almost divine. Like this bit right here when it pops out of Anasui's arm. It sounds like God chose Poochie to have this. Listen to this. That's incredible. That alone, that's a S tier moment. But yeah, I'm gonna say King of B tier. Now you know it's better than Bad Company. I'm tripping, bro. Hold on. Bad Company. You might be below Moody Blues. Like, yeah, but whoa, Bad Company stuck into A tier. I put Bad Company into A tier.
You know when a horse has been in a race and then it just falls off.
Bad Company is just getting murked. Yeah, Bad Company is not A tier, bro. No way. Bad Company is better than Sticky Fingers.
All right.
I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that there. No, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put that there. Bad Company just got whooped for no reason. Made in Heaven is probably just before Death 13. It doesn't do enough to take Death 13's spot. But I'm gonna put it there. I think that's a fair, that's a fair reconsideration. I'm just being real. Bad Company, when I thought about it, it's not that I don't think Bad Company is that good. I still do, but when I thought about the stands that I put behind it and above it, yeah, come on, man. Sticky Fingers and Aerosmith, I thought they were definitely cooler stands than that. So yeah, that's the revisions I'm making there.
We locked in everything but
SS is where we were, right? Enigma, I'm happy with that. Crazy. No, I think I locked them in. I'm adding bonuses, but now I'm just making changes.
Sorry.
This is the remastered version. Who else have I talked about? Foo Fighters. I love the original Foo Fighters in the first fight. I thought it so cool, intelligent being, water control and stuff. Definitely a favorable C tier. Nothing too crazy. Great stand. Great to have around. Sex Pistols. I love the 6 bullets. Kind of annoying. Just basically a pistol. I think that's gotta go. That's a low B tier. But I do like the stand. Stone Free. God, this is hard. This is painful. Stone Free ain't got a sound profile that's jumping like that. It does have I like the sound of the rope and stuff. But beyond that, it doesn't. I think that's the only noise it really makes because it's just string. So it finds itself sitting.
It has to go at the bottom of that one, surely.
Let's see, green grass at home. You said you wouldn't even run away if you heard it.
Oh yeah, facts.
I mean, I think it beats
All right
green.
then, yeah.
Yeah, let's put Jolene down here. This is I know one of the strongest characters in the
Not
whole
your
show.
girlfriend.
In the whole, my girlfriend. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. Any more? Green Day. It's just a bit of mold. Green Day is better than Kraftwerk. That's a D tier though. Yeah. Kiss. Kiss, this isn't Kiss's fault. We don't get to see enough. It's just a reverbed Kiss. It's really probably worse than Cheap Trick. Surface, Lock. Again, I think these two might even find themselves. The Sun. I did a video on the Sun. I forgot about the Sun. Oh Lord, I forgot about the Sun. Yeah, definitely a mid-range D tier. Nothing. High D tier. Underworld. No, I'm gonna stop there. I would talk about Underworld in another video because I understand I want to revisit quite a bit. Highway to Hell. This is actually a special mention. This was in a video I did, but I had to delete this because I thought YouTube wasn't really feeling the self-delete kind of tendencies that McQueen had. It was just maybe it was cope. Maybe I was just coping because I didn't get views. But I remember thinking, yo, this video got blitzed. Like my subs aren't even seeing this. So I'm gonna give Highway to Hell. I think it's a cool C tier. I really enjoyed it. I was actually quite upset that I had to remove it. Let's give it below Harvest after Foo Fighters. Any more for any more Little Feet, D tier as well. Doesn't really do much. Doesn't really have a lot going on. The rest I won't touch because I haven't actually seen these fights in a long time, so I don't think I don't feel comfortable speaking on Soft Machine, for example, even though I don't think I remember it doing too much. Magician's Red, I think, John, you mentioned Magician's Red. Let me leave that alone as well. I think I need to cover that in more detail. But yeah, I think this might sit as the final list. This is how I see things. Just as many C tiers as double S. Clearly, I think if we look at the S rank, I clearly have this belief that part 4 and 5 are kind of where things take off. A few part 3 stands sneak in, but nothing too crazy. Stone Ocean kind of comes in with a lot of my favorites in the S tier section, and then after that, it's just a bit of a free for all. Crazy part 4 did pretty well up top, but I also see it's kind of showing up a lot at the bottom. And yeah, Stone Ocean starts to really fall off after there. But I think, yeah, if we're talking sound design, I'm calling this the definitive list. I've literally assessed all of them thoroughly, and I don't really see much room for. We'll see. I need to do a bit of a deep dive on the rest of these, truth be told, but I think there's a reason why I did a lot of these first, and that's because they're the best choices out there. I clearly looked at them and thought that will make a good video. This won't. This isn't moving me when I hear it, but when I listen to Enigma, for example, it got me thinking about what does the word Enigma even mean? Wow. It feels confusing. It sounds confusing. I think that's what makes for great sound design. The world still takes top spot for, again, simple, basic, boom, just punches, and then the silence. I think that's fantastic. Man in the Mirror is in the S tier for a similar reason. It uses silence to show you that the mirror world is dead. I think that's why I held it up there so high. Highway Star, too many things to talk about. White Album, too many things. Cream, too many things. Killer Queen literally has 3 different. I didn't even talk about Sheer Heart Attack in the video that I did. You notice that? I just talked about the click and the boom. If we start talking about all of the explosions, I know they're just explosions, but I think Killer Queen is definitely Killer Queen could fight for 3rd place, but I wanted to break the cliche of the main villains get all the coolest stuff. It's not really fair, is it? Like Josuke is sick, man. Josuke's a good sound design. But yeah, this is the top tier list. If I ever go against this, which I will. Let me go ahead and I'll screenshot this bad boy. We'll see what I think. What I'm really looking forward to is Steel Ball Run. I know that's coming out in September. I would love to really see how they bring some of those stands to life in the Devil's Palm. I think it's just gonna be a load of fun. And yeah, there's a lot to sink my teeth into, even around what's this? Bites the Dust. Bites the Dust has great sound. Absolutely. Bites the Dust is like is what Moody Blues. I think Pico is still here. But what we were talking about earlier, Bites the Dust is the stand that should have been what Moody Blues sounds like. Like damn near. It would have been a A tier if not for that. Maybe even an S tier. But yeah, fire. But yeah, I'll cover some of those other stands in more detail. What I'm really looking to do is move towards talking about the characters. I know they can be a bit polarizing because it's either you like this character or you don't. Like the video I did on Mister, I think a couple weeks ago. But they're so much fun. You get to really explore the abilities, why they're the way they are, how they fit with the character, with the story. It's just too good. So yeah. Keep an eye out. I thought this tier list was very appropriate because I mean, as you can see, I've talked about a lot of different sound design examples. Not that I'm anywhere near coming to the end of them, but I've definitely talked about the ones that I think I wanted to talk about the most. So anything that comes through now is gonna have to really be a shining example. But I'm leaning more towards I want to kind of break down the stands themselves. I think there's so much there. There's so much storytelling in how the stands are designed. Like look at set. Like let's get back to Sethan for a second. The stand. I'm not gonna say what this guy is, but he's a creep. He's a creep. But that's what makes the stand so cool to see. Cause it's like, yo, if I was a creep, that's the kind of stand I'd probably get. It makes sense. It's so weird. Like, what do you mean your ability is to turn people into defenseless kids? That's what you do. That's what your soul manifested says this is what I want. Just nasty guy. Nasty guy. But yeah, keep on the lookout for some of those. I've got some different ideas in the works. Yeah, always something in the pipeline. I'm enjoying kind of talking about stands that were sub-optimized and stands that could be improved. I think that's been a great little series over the last couple weeks. Yeah, very keen to keep that part going. Let me go ahead and bring this to full screen. Look at the fan. A video on stand theory. John, tell me more. Tell me more. Stand theory. When you say stand theory, what like the I guess yeah, what are we leaning towards? Like conspiracy on how the stands came to be in the way that they are, or like the way that they work, the way the user kind of works in relation to the stand. Because I think there are definitely some ideas around, like for example, Highway Star comes to, I forget the guy's name. It comes to him at a time when he's been hospitalized and he's desperate for nutrients, or he would have actually died. And then he gets his stand and becomes this nutrient dog, just hungry. And he ends up being one of the more deadly options in the whole series. But there's a lot of stands that are like that kind of really closely reflect. I think I talked about Bad Company. That was another great example. Keicho has a very organized stand, right? Because he was the older brother and he had to kind of shield his brother from his dad's rage and abuse and all that. So it makes sense why he's got this stand that's just built to take charge and takes orders. It's what he likes to do. It's what he grew up doing. Pretty sure stand 3 is how a stand reflects their user. I feel you, bro. Okay, I'm with you. Then I think we were kind of on the same page there. Yeah. No, absolutely. That's a great shout. I'd love to do some more stuff like that. Even Aerosmith, that stand is just bullets. But I think when Narancha gets angry, you really see how that is his stand. Stone Free is infinitely versatile. Well, not infinitely, but there's so many different ways to use string. Hence phrases like "how long is a piece of string," and Jolene kind of reflects that well. She uses the stand in all kinds of crazy ways. So yeah, you know, I might dump into that, man. Let me write that down. Where's my Let me consult my notes real quick. Look at this, man. This is, remember I used to make comments saying, "Hey, you gotta join the writing team." Telling me no. But you got some ideas, man. Let me get this one down. Where did I start writing my new ideas? Down here, right? Stand theory. Brilliant, John. Thank you. I've got that one down, and you know me. You've seen how I am. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make that video. But yeah, that's the definitive recommendation for top tier sound design, in my opinion. At least as we've covered it so far, I thought it was best to just focus on stands we've actually talked about, because I guess there's a bit more of a case for it since we've talked about it. Yeah, we'll see what kind of comes next, but that's the tier list. Let me go ahead and do this outro because I'm gonna clip this and run it in the video. Now I gotta remember the outro. Let's see. You guys are gonna see this. This comes off the dome. I'm a man of many thoughts. Facts, John. Facts. Man of many thoughts, many talents. And appreciate you being here. But let me go ahead. Listen. If you made it, no. Thank you very Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, this is just like the bloopers. If I get it wrong, she's punched me in the face. But no, I'm joking. Can't see that. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you made it to this point in the video, you know what that means. But if you're new here, I'm going to tell you that puts you in the flow state. If you want to keep your rank up, it's very simple. Just keep watching these videos to the very end. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what other stands you think could have really sat on this tier list. Big up to the homies. Big up to the homie John, Aero Terrestrial, D Maxis, Luke Next Door, Pico Moo. Who else is on there, man? Come on, real guys. Let's let me check. I'm trying to remember everybody's names. Yeah, Pico. Am I missing anybody else? It's Silver Content. I don't know if he's still here, but shout out to you. Thank you very much for joining, and shout out to my manager as well. Big shout out. Keeping the meme moving, keeping the stream. Hit me. Come on, it's time. Keeping the stream moving and keeping me from yapping, because I'm telling you now, can't help it. Yeah, thanks you, D-Max. To say it was a journey, right? Tried to get it right first time. It's not easy, but yeah, I managed to get the tier list done. I'm gonna have a nightmare trying to edit that joint, but I have to sift through like 2 hours of talking. But yeah, really appreciate it. So let me cut this segment right here. That's that. All right. Obviously, I'm still alive. You can still see me. There's a reason for that. Yeah, that was the tier list, really. Now I'm trying to, I guess I'm still chilling. Like anything else outside of the tier list, you want to ask me some questions, you know, I'm here. I almost put on a suit. I was hoping maybe there'd be a bit of a Q&A. Maybe you want to know how I started doing this. Anything like that. Also might hit up some games. So if you got any recommendations, you know, just drop them in the chat. Okay. But yeah, I'd say go ahead and meet that. Let me move it. Actually, let me take maybe I'll take a break. I think that's what I should do. I should take a break. Let me refer back to I should have made a break screen. I didn't think I'd even kill it like that. People. Guys, I'm back. Yeah, I know, very quick break. Yeah, I'm ready. I've decided, I think it's best. I think it's best if I wrap this stream up here. One, so that those who catch the VOD don't have to sift through more breaks, etc. I don't want a 6-hour VOD. And I think for editing purposes, it will probably be easier for me to work with a 2 hours worth of footage than actually I recorded this. I've been recording this whole time, so I'm good. But yeah, I think it's just, let's just wrap this here. I will kick back up shortly. And hit up Dead Cells. Okay. I'll look into that. But yeah, let me take a break. I might kick back up, run some games, something like that. Just chilling really, you know, but for now, I need a break. These lights are whooping me in my eyes. So thank you very much for watching. My first stream wasn't easy, but we got it done. Managed to get the chat working. Very happy. Maybe I could try Sifu actually. Goated game. I ain't played that in a minute. I wonder if I can even complete a level now. But yeah, let me go ahead and wrap this up. Flow state. Yeah, I can't figure that. Manager.